What's up everybody, Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're going to have our second community corner. This was one of the less information weeks of the Paragon community corner. They talked about cards, they talked about Wraith a little bit, and they kind of talked about some changes that they're expecting to come. But we didn't really get a whole lot of solid information. A few of the key points that they made were a handful of characters are going to get some attention, whether that's nerfs or, you know, actual buffs or just mechanic changes. There are things coming to existing heroes which I think are really needed. There's a handful of heroes that I can't even remember the last time I saw them. A lot of the older heroes are just being left behind by these newer heroes, and I would really like to see these quality of life changes come out and really bring them back to life. I did say specifically Morgesh, Revenant, and FaZe are getting looked at for changes, so I would assume that's going to mean nerfs. Revenant and Morgesh still are a little overtuned in my opinion, and FaZe needs something because she's really the only support anybody picks anymore, just because she has such a strong abilities. I think if they reduced her ultimate's attack speed in half and reduced her blind by about half a second, that would probably fix her to where the other supports can compete. The thing they talked about the most was the card changes that are coming in August. For everyone that doesn't know, there's a big patch coming in early August that's going to kind of make a huge impact. They talked about something around 100 new cards, which is, you know, almost mind-blowing. The cards that they're coming out with, they're not going to be, you know, an adamant edge that's power and health. They're coming out with cards that have actives and passives and these unique cards that, hey, if I pick this card, it's really going to affect something. For example, Tainted Blood on someone like Morgesh, where, you know, it almost doubles the damage of her Hive ability. Or picking a Stasis Gem on your frontline hero that can go engage and then boom, Stasis Gem, while everybody's stunned and trying to figure out what to do. These new cards are going to be great. I would really like to see these carbon copy decks, which I actually talked about in a video just the other day. I would like to see them kind of go away and go, hey, I'm going to pick this card that's going to actually affect the way I play, instead of, hey, I just need to stack power until I can one-shot people. Now, they talked about Wraith and his new abilities and how he's a game changer, and I just kind of like to talk about, hey, the game changer heroes. You know, we've had a lot of them lately. Starting with Aurora, you know, every hero that's came out has been, in a sense, a game changer. Not so much the meta of the game is changing, but the way you have to deal. We're getting away from the old traditional heroes and going more towards these heroes that are really good playing by themselves, and it's almost turning into just a hero shooter at this point, it feels sometimes. We're getting really into chasing kills and having these solo heroes that are really good at either staying by themselves or don't work well in a team. For example, Revenant. He's really good by himself, and when he ults, he is by himself at that point. His team cannot even help him really, other than CC the enemy that he ulted, but most of the time he ults somebody when he's by himself or just with his support. Now we have Wukong, and Wukong is another great hero by himself. He's great at pushing lanes, he's got great escape, he can out-farm everybody, he can self-heal, got 7 abilities. I think he's slightly overpowered, not in the sense of damage, except when it comes to structure damage, in the sense that he can just do so much. If you build Greystone with power, he's really good at doing damage. But he's not really good at pushing lanes by himself because he's very easy to kill. If you build him as a tank, he's great at pushing lanes, but, you know, he offers very little in the team fight other than to be a bullet sponge. Wukong is really a jack of all trades. He can do it all. He can push lanes faster than really anybody. He can down towers faster than anybody. Or he can sneak up like an assassin and kill you before you even know it. Now, I'm pretty sure his ultimate is bugged. I believe they said he was only supposed to have 3 clones out at a time, and he can get so many clones out that the game lags. So I'm sure that's a bug, and that will be addressed fairly quickly. But it's not so much that, hey, his ultimate's his only issue. You know, you've given a hero the better escape than the only true assassin we have in the game, and you also gave him ability to out-farm everybody in the game. You gave him the ability to do more tower damage faster than anybody in the game, and you also gave him the ability to be able to push up all the way to the inhib and not really have to worry because, hey, he can just jump and run away and then do his little air dash thing while he's in midair, so you've got no way of catching up to him. You know, sure, there are a handful of people that can root him and stun him or get him out of his escape, and he'll probably die because he is fairly weak. But when you've only got 3 heroes that have a really easy way of stunning him and keeping him from just marching down lanes fast as he does, or only needing 10 seconds to down your inhib, that's really, in my opinion, just way too much. Lastly, let's talk about Wraith. Now, I've always made predictions of how I feel the new heroes are going to do, and Wraith is no exception. I truly feel Wraith is going to be overpowered. Now, don't get me wrong, I have not played Wraith yet. I've got just as much information as you do, but I've played a lot of Paragon, and I can kind of see these things happening. To me, the biggest issue with these new heroes is they're releasing them not just with one new ability, they're releasing them with 2 or 3. Wraith is going to have a self-ward, a self-invisibility that can be applied to more than just himself. You know, as of right now, the most we know is 2 other heroes. It could be the whole team, as well as this rewind time. So, not only is he going to be able to get the team to get a gank on someone like Gideon, Gideon's not going to be able to get away because when he uses his teleport, boom, rewind time, put him right back in. You know, and this is just a problem to me. We shouldn't encourage one hero to make the team. We should encourage team play. Have one hero that does invisibility, have another hero that can rewind time, and have a third hero that has a self-ward. Those 3 heroes go together and they can get a super successful gank on a hero or even on a team. But when you give it to just one hero, hey, you can have your tank and your ADC and everybody else just all pile up together. Let's go invis and stomp them before anybody knows what happens. If someone tries to get away, I'll bring them back, don't worry. Why not encourage team play instead of encouraging, hey, this hero's the team, all y'all are supporting him? Well, those are just a few of my thoughts about the community corner and how Paragon's going, and, you know, just a little bit about Wraith. I really can't form a, you know, really strong opinion about him. Of course, I have my personal opinions about him already, and about him having these 3 skills that no one else has that are, it's not just unique, they're kind of not really in the game. I am definitely ready to check him out. Let's all talk about this down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think is happening with Paragon. Are you excited about the cards that are coming up? How do you feel about Wraith? I think he's going to be a really fun for the first few weeks until they probably fix what's wrong with him. If you enjoyed this video, show me some love, maybe subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll be sure to get back with you. If there's anything I can do to improve, please guys, let me know so I can. I've tried to make a lot of changes. You know, I'm starting to use this audio editor to really kind of get my voice and sound to change. You know, I've started adding music instead of just the background music from the games that I'm playing. And I'd just really like to get some of y'all's opinions. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.